Hello, my friends. I am so grateful you are here. It's Julie Jordan Scott, and today we are going to be writing about freedom. Writing about freedom. Our prompt is today my life is calling me to be free from. And the alternative, or a little bit shifted, today my life is calling me to be free to. So allow those prompts to kind of settle in, settle in, settle in as we take a few moments ahead of time to catch up and see what's been going on this week and to talk about next week here at Writing Camp with Julie Jordan Scott, which is kind of our home base this time for 5 for 5 brain dumps. So I'm really grateful that you're here. Hello and welcome. As you come in, if you would please just say you're here, and maybe if you have any first thoughts about what you're feeling called to be free from or free to, or even just how you're feeling on this Friday, anything would be great. You're being called to freedom. So that's a great one, Kelly. Being called to freedom. Your life is calling you to be free from freedom or free to freedom. So that's fabulous. Love it. And stepping into freedom. What? And that's really great because that will help me give a writing tip. You know me, I love writing tips. And the writing tip I would like to offer today is that whenever we use a word that is a concept, it's an abstraction, it is great if we can state what freedom looks like, sounds like, feels like, how to describe freedom. Because if your life is calling you to be free to be free, free to what? What is it that constitutes freedom? That's a good way to look at it and to think about it and step into it, is when we can make those concepts tangible. So sometimes people will use a word like love. What does love? Okay, there we go. Kelly's life is calling her to be free to express herself. That is awesome. Free to express yourself. Freedom from being stuck is one way that we might flip that into the other side. So freedom from being stuck, freedom to express yourself. And as you are writing for the 5 minutes it will be writing, keep moving with that theme. See where your pencil is taking you. This is not just for Kelly, this is for everybody as you come into the room. Free from, if you give something that's more conceptual, move it into something that is physical, that is tangible, that could be measurable. And as long as we're being free, there's no rules here in Julie Land. There's just writing. So welcome. I'm so glad to see you. This is a place where we do have freedom to express, freedom to be together. Okay, so thank you. Deb came and popped in here on Facebook, and now she is going over to YouTube. Appreciate that. The Facebook folks like the comments over here. They like the engagement, so I appreciate you doing that, Deb. All right, so here is your prompt for, actually I didn't write the prompt. That's what I was doing, and things went haywire. So here's some things. There we go. Today's 5 for 5 brain dump is about being free. Being free. What in your life is calling you to? That's a very poorly written sentence. Don't read that sentence. Really poorly written. What? I was in a hurry. And sometimes that happens when we're in hurries, right? My grandmother used to say, the hurrier I go, the behinder I get. What are you called? What is your life calling you to be free from? That's one of our prompts. What is your life calling you to be free from? What is your life calling you to be free from? I'm thinking about Belarus. Belarus is a country in Europe, and they're having some pretty rocky times over there. So I would say freedom from oppression. And so you might say, what does oppression look like? For someone who is a privileged woman like me, oppression looks a lot differently than someone who is in jail, for example. So what in the secondary prompt is, what is your life? Is your life calling you to be free to? And there we go. These are the prompts we will be writing from today. And so I would like to ask you to begin pulling that in, pulling those thoughts in, allowing, hi, Michelle, allowing yourself to begin feeling that freedom by breathing it in. So let's take a nice deep breath in. What is my life calling me to be free to? Free to express myself, as Kelly said. What is my life calling me to be free to? I did some writing on this. One of my big things is time freedom. So my life is calling me to be free with my time. Hi, Deb. Breathe it in. What is my life calling me to be free from? What is my life calling me to be free from? So what are some of those things that you might feel constricted by? What are those things you might feel constricted by? So allow yourself to float around with those thoughts. They're not dangerous. They're not scary. They're important to put out on the table. So I'm going to write both prompts here and I'm going to speak them. I would like to invite you to breathe those prompts in. My life, I need to write the writing prompt. I made a graphic for this. You would think I would be better. I just literally posted that without posting the banner. This is part of StreamYard's wonderfulness. And one of the things I wanted to tell you before we get started is I'm going to be back next week with another 5 for 5 brain dump, but in the afternoon at 4 o'clock Pacific time. And the reason I'm doing this is because this was sort of to me like a beta version of the new improved 5 for 5 brain dump. And so now that I've gotten some of the kinks worked out, we're going to come back and do 5 for 5 brain dump again, but in the afternoon. And there will be more bells and whistles. I am very excited about that. Okay, my life is calling me to be free from, and my life is calling me to be free to. There you go. There you go, Michelle. My life is calling me to be free from pain and worry, is something Michelle said. And I, of course, didn't do that in the banner. I put that in a comment. So I'll leave it there because that's a good place for it to be. But I'm going to copy it and put it in a banner. Excellent, Michelle. Here we go. Prompt one more time. And Michelle, I would suggest that you can take that and continue to write it. Write it more deeply. Write about, so what specific worries may I let go of? What specific fears can I set aside? And when I set aside those worries and fears, what will I then be free to do? All right, so my life is calling me to be free from, and my life is calling me to be free to. Okay, so we're going to put that on the screen. Breathe it in. Exhale first. Breathe in. My life is calling me to be free from. Another deep breath in. My life is calling me to be free to. I'm going to go 2 more times. Feel free to begin writing. My life is calling me to have freedom from. My life is calling me to be free to. And now get specific. Hit your notebook, hit your privacy, and let your thoughts flow across the page. What is experiencing change? What does that look like? What does that sound like? What does that smell like? If you're looking for free to experience or have a beautiful new career, what are you hoping to manifest? What does your heart's desire call you to do in order to have that career take form? Freedom, freedom, free from, free to. free from, free to. Going to be quiet. We'll write for 5 minutes. In about 4 minutes, I will tell you time is almost up, and then we'll focus on gratitude in the end. My life is calling me to be free from. My life is calling me to be free to. Please begin to write if you haven't yet, and continue to write until I ask you to stop. My life is calling me to be free from. My life is calling me to be free to. We have another minute to go, so we'll take about 30 more seconds on our prompt. My life is calling me to be free from. And this is great if we can take our own personal stuff. So one of the things that came up for me is my life is calling me to be free of self-criticism. My life is calling me to be free from self-abuse. My life is calling me to be free to exercise every day. My life is calling me to be free to go for walks indoors when it's too hot to go for walks outdoors. Some of these are very practical. So keep moving your pencil And we will be moving to gratitude shortly. Alrighty, begin to float over into gratitude. Our prompt is shifting to the gratitude I am so grateful for. I am so grateful for. This is how we end our writing. We end our writing, and Deborah is saying that's new to her too, is at walking indoors. Free to walk indoors. It's different. I love being outdoors so much. So, in moving to gratitude, I am so grateful. I am so grateful for options. I am so grateful for options and an open heart. I am so grateful for options and an open heart. I am so grateful for. I am so grateful for. I am so grateful for my coffee maker. I had coffee before I got here this morning. I am so grateful for my coffee maker. I am so grateful for my refrigerator. I am so grateful for my refrigerator because when we're done here, I'm going to have some cool water and some cranberry juice and collagen. I am so grateful for my refrigerator. I am so grateful. If you'd like to put your comments in the comment box, add your gratitudes there, that would be great. Especially on Facebook, it really helps the old algorithm. So we like to work with these things and help people get or have the ability to write into their own freedom, because it is so powerful to write into our freedom and to realize what it is that we are seeking freedom from. Two very important sides and two very important distinctions. So I would like to thank all of you for being here this week. I am very excited to be back again next week at 4 o'clock Pacific time in the afternoon. So 4 o'clock Pacific in the afternoon, we will be back here. And I hope that you will come, right? I hope that you'll tell your friends, because as we get more comfortable with developing our voice and writing our voice, writing our own thoughts, writing what we believe, writing what we are called to write, this is important. This is so important so that we can take a stand for what we believe. And I love this one. This is very practical. Grateful for knowledge and learning when it is time to replace the dishwasher. That's excellent. This is my dishwasher. This is my dishwasher. Primarily because my house, when they redid the kitchen years ago before I lived here, we haven't redone the kitchen the whole time we've lived here. They have unusual heights to things. So today's dishwashers do not fit. So these are my dishwashers. And I am grateful that someday I will have a dishwasher again. I have not had a dishwasher besides my hands for many years. So I am grateful for that too. Any more gratitudes? I am so grateful for each person here because you make my life that much more smiley. So I am so grateful for each person here. I hope to see you back next week. If you can't be with us live, you may always watch the replay. And I'm really excited to have more bells and whistles next week, and really, really excited about it. It's every day in every way better and better and better. So thank you so much, and we'll see you. Oh, there's Wilder. Hi, Wilder. So good to see you. Wilder says, grateful for the wisdom to be my authentic self. Share your music and writing. I am so grateful for that too, Wilder. Fantastic, fantastic. So glad you've been here this week. So next week we'll be back 4 p.m. Pacific time, Monday through Friday. And Emma's birthday is next week, so it's going to be a fantastic week. Lots of breakthroughs coming our way. Thanks so much, and we will see you here again very soon. Take good care. Be free. Be free with your writing. Free from what is holding you back, and free to express yourself. What is holding you back? Be real. And what will pull you forward? Let's help you to get pulled forward. Thanks so much, and we'll see you all again soon. Take good care.